Hey, there we go. Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the FCS Football Channel. And today we're back with a watch along. It's been a while. I do recognise that, and I'm sorry about that. But it's crunch time of the year for university and stuff. So that's kind of got to take priority, as I'm sure you can all kind of imagine and appreciate. So we are back. Sports Carnage. I assume, is that Munsey? Is that a changing channel name again? Half. I'm not sure. I might have football training. It is Munsey. How can you got another new changing channel name from the sports capital? Yeah, just uni stuff, mate. It's been an absolute nightmare recently, but changed the name, fairs. I wanted to come back for the Sevilla game, but just had stuff on, so I couldn't. We are back now for this game. I mean, the lesson about the Sevilla game, the better. I mean, I didn't end up watching the whole game. I was watching it, so we go a goal down. My head drops. I'm like, what the fuck are we going? What the hell's going on? Second goal, I'm like, right, we're probably out here. We win that free kick into the box, and Fred's standing over it, and I go, because I'm watching it with my housemates, and I go, right, if Fred takes this, I'm turning it off. That'll be it. Ericsson takes it just over the bar. I'm like, all right, we'll keep watching. De Gea makes the third mistake. The game goes off, and I leave. I'm just like, nope, not watching this. I don't have the time to be sat here watching it for this shit. So the game went off. Shit show's an understatement. It was an absolute nightmare of a game. Do you think David De Gea needs to go? These are the questions, aren't they? Why is my light like flickering? For fuck's sake. I don't think this light is very safe anymore. I think my light might be fucked. That is hot. Probably shouldn't use that light. Right. We've got one light, and I'll have to move it. Give me a second, and I'll move. Let me move the light, because I do not trust this light. The light behind you guys. Do not trust it anymore. It's flickering. It's gonna blow up. Give me a second. Do you think De Gea needs to go? I do. Look, I like David De Gea, and look, I know that's not a very popular opinion and thing to say anymore, but I do like David De Gea. He's been a great servant for Manchester United. I don't like what I see on Twitter right now. I'm seeing like 20-minute fail comps about David De Gea happening. I don't like that, because as much as you can say what you want about him now. There has been years go by that without David De Gea, Manchester United would be where Chelsea are this season. They would be mid-table, and questions would be being asked about, will they get relegated? Will we get relegated? David De Gea, for many a year, stopped that from happening to us. So for me, he'll always be a club legend and someone that deserves respect at Manchester United. Is he good enough now for where we want to be? I would say no. And in that sense, yes, we do need a new goalkeeper. But again, that still keeping in mind that he deserves respect for what he's done for Manchester United in all the years he's been here. He's stuck by us when he could have left. He could have went on to bigger and better things, but he's stuck by us during some absolute shit shows. So, while yes, is he good enough? No, I don't think he is anymore. Let's give him the respect he deserves, and hopefully come the summer, we can get a new goalkeeper in, whether or not he wants to stay, whether that's just as a backup goalkeeper or in whatever kind of capacity that is, fine, so be it. But do I think he should be number one next year? Ultimately, no. No, I don't. And that is disappointing because I do, like I said, I do like David De Gea. And I do think he deserves respect because he has been a great servant for Manchester United over the years. But he's not the goalkeeper he once was. And he's not the modern day keeper that Manchester United need and that Erik ten Hag wants in his goalkeepers. So, in that sense, I think it's best for both parties kind of part ways come the end of the season. But look, I mean, look, we'll go through the lineups for today's game. We haven't done that quite yet. We've been trying to sort lights. We've been trying to sort everything out. We haven't gone through the lineup. So today for Manchester United, it is a back four, obviously. So De Gea does stay in goal. Obviously, had his shocker against Sevilla. We've got to put that behind us now and move on from it. As hard as that may be, we're at the Europa League. You've got to forget about the Europa League now and move on to this game, where it is a big game against Brighton. And let's hope for a good performance from David De Gea. It's a back four of Diogo Dalot. He starts at left back today with Aaron Wan-Bissaka starting at right back. So yeah, Aaron Wan-Bissaka starts at right back with Victor Lindelof and Luke Shaw starting as your two centre halves. So Luke Shaw does come in for Harry Maguire, who is of course suspended for this game. Obviously we know Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane are both out due to injury. Harry Maguire misses the game due to suspension. So that's why we do see Luke Shaw starting at left centre back. Whether or not we would have seen Luke Shaw play there anyway is a question to be asked, because we have seen Luke Shaw play as that left centre back against the likes of Manchester City this season, Barcelona as well. For me, I would have personally started Luke Shaw there anyway. Whether or not Erik ten Hag would have, obviously, is a different question. I think it's a return to Manchester United's best midfield three, and that's Christian Eriksen, Casemiro, and Bruno Fernandes. I think Manchester United are best when we've seen this midfield three play together, and I think his absence in Bruno Fernandes' absence from the starting lineup against Sevilla was noticeable. We missed him like you wouldn't believe against Sevilla. So to have him back for this game is massive. And then as a front three, you've got Anthony. You've got Heyman's best friend, Anthony, on the right. The Brazilian is playing absolutely unbelievable at the moment. He really, really is. I thought against Sevilla, he was a bright spark in what was a pretty poor performance. Well, what was an abysmal performance all round, really, from Manchester United. So for him to be in the starting 11 again today, I'm really happy to see. Marcus Rashford starts his first game since Nottingham Forest, I want to say. Obviously, he had a little spell out of the team due to injury. He's back and in the starting lineup today. And Anthony Martial, who did go off against Sevilla with an ankle injury caused by, I believe it was Harry Maguire, from our own defending corner. Sorry about that. But he does start today, which is a positive for Manchester United. Now, when it comes to Manchester United, bench-wise, we are lacking a little bit. So you got Brandon Williams on the bench. Not great, we know that. Tyrell Malacia, very good left back. Perhaps a little bit unlucky not to be starting over Diogo Dalot or Aaron Wan-Bissaka today. Although you can see why Wan-Bissaka has been chosen to start at right back, given the quality of Mitoma and how good he's been since the World Cup. So kind of 1v1, Wan-Bissaka versus Mitoma. That is going to be a duel to kind of keep an eye on. Because we've seen this season, Mitoma's put a lot of teams to the sword, especially a lot of fullbacks. So we know Wan-Bissaka is one of the best around at kind of defending 1v1. So let's hope we can see the same again today from the Englishman. But the midfield is probably where we're strongest on the bench with Fred and Sabitzer. Both not great. Both players who, I think they're fine squad players, but nothing more than that. And then the front line, I mean, Sancho may be aside, and I mean, Sancho's not been great. You don't look at any of those sub-players and think, right, he's going to come on and change the game. I don't think you look at Sancho really and say that. At least with Sancho, you know he's got, even though he's not playing great, you know he's got quality in somewhere. And if you see that today, then he's a good player. Then he's a player that you want to bring on and you know he can make an impact. But we haven't really seen that at Manchester United from Jadon Sancho, which makes it a bit of a scary proposition to try and bring him on, hoping he's going to change the game, because there's just no evidence to suggest that he actually is going to do that. I mean, as you can tell, I'm a little bit ill. I'm seemingly always ill at the moment, which isn't fun. But I will try and mute my mic when I need to cough or whatever. Hopefully I'll be alright for the majority of the game. We'll have to wait and find out though. So the players are in the tunnel. Here at Wembley, of course. It is the FA Cup semi-final, so it is at Wembley. Big game. Luke Shaw's talking to a mascot. Don't know what he's doing. That's cute though. That is sweet. So do you guys want to start getting your predictions in to the live chat, and we can get them written down? Obviously, if anyone gets their prediction right, we will pin their comment come the end of the stream. So it's a bit of fun. So please do get involved. I'm going to go. Two 2-1 United. That is very, very brave of me. Brighton are a good side. Very, very good side. So I am going a little bit brave, saying we're going to beat them. But Man United have this thing where at times we just turn up. We did it in the FA Cup, the League Cup final against Newcastle. We just turned up and we played well. And I have a feeling, something in my bones is telling me tonight Manchester United can do the same. And we can win this game by, I'm not sure. Fun. To the pub? What? I don't even know what that's meant. What? I don't know what you're trying to say. To the fun, to the pub. Go to the pub if you want, lad. So this game is, of course, on BBC. If you're in the UK, it is on BBC One. So those of you in the UK, that's how you can watch the game. So lineups again for Brighton. It's Sanchez in goal. I'm not sure how exactly Brighton are lining up. BBC have it as Gross as right back, Webster, Dunk, Espinyan as a midfield three, with McAllister and Caicedo as a midfield double pivot, with Encensio, Mitoma, March and Welbeck as a front four. I've got it as March at right back, Webster, Dunk, Espinyan, with Gross and Caicedo as a midfield double pivot with McAllister, Ensenso, Mitoma and Welbeck. I'm assuming BBC's probably more right than I am, and we'll change that if that is the case. But I'm not 100% sure. For Manchester United, it is as I've got it. It's De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Shaw, Dalot, Casemiro, Eriksen, Antony, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial. Big game for that front four for Manchester United. Goals need to come. Anthony Martial got a lot of stick again after the Sevilla game for coming off injured. I saw Gabriel Bonhor was going, I wouldn't even have him back for pre-season next year. I mean, that just sums up how much Gabriel Bonhor knows about football. But it's a big game for him. He's been injured so often. He's got a lot of plaudits this season, really, especially from the manager, Erik ten Hag, when he has played and when he has been fit. But the question mark has always been, is he fit enough? And he's fit today. We need to see a performance from him. I'm a big fan of Anthony Martial. Obviously, long-term viewers of the channel know that. I believe Manchester are a better team with Anthony Martial in the team. Let's prove that today. Now, if you are new to the channel, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. As we're just counting down till kickoff. There's Bruno Fernandes in all his glory. Brighton do have kickoff. So if you're doing FA Cup bingo, you can tick that one off. And away we go here in the FA Cup semi-final. And it is Pascal Gross at right back. So I will change that. And I will sort that. Well defended by Manchester United there. It's a throw-in for United. Lindelof did really well there. After the long ball from... I think it was Dunk. No. Webster. Eriksen goes down the line. Looking for Anthony Martial. Overhit. Out for a throw-in. It looks like Caicedo is actually going to be on the right as well. And a good defending from Eriksen. Martial out to Bruno Fernandes. The crossfield looks for Rashford. Pascal Gross is there though. There we go. So the lineup should all be updated and sorted now. And so the time is more or less in sync anyway, so that's perfect. So we can just now concentrate on the game as Casemiro picks it up from a loose header from Danny Welbeck. Goes into Lindelof. Luke Shaw. Casemiro back to Shaw. Big game for Luke Shaw. First game back from injury. First start since getting back from injury. Obviously came on against Sevilla. Actually looked like he picked up a little bit of a knock in that Sevilla game. But he is fit to start today. So big game ahead for him as Anthony loses out. And here is Brighton. McAllister finds Danny Welbeck. Looks for Caicedo. Does find him. McAllister loses it to Bruno Fernandes. And here is Casemiro. Looks to bring it forward. Finds Marcus Rashford on the halfway line. Rashford can now drive at Pascal Gross. He's got overlapping by Dalot. Looks for Anthony, who kind of falls as the pass is made. And Brighton just about get away with it. And here is Espinyan now just kind of walking it forward more than anything into Mitoma. Goes back into Lewis Dunk. And Brighton have a little bit of time now where they can just reset. Lively start as Webster goes long and De Gea just has it at his feet. He's able to roll it out to Victor Lindelof. Manchester United now can try and reset. It'd be interesting to see who kind of takes the lead in this game. Well, when I say take the lead, I mean kind of looks to control this game. Obviously, that's a poor touch from Martial there. Usually so good with his first touch there and plucking balls out of the air, but it's a really poor one. It just gives Brighton the ball back again. But obviously, Manchester United, realistically, should be the team based on the name, the one that looking to take charge of the game and kind of control it. But Brighton are so good at just doing just that, kind of being that underdog and just controlling games and just not being bossed around, essentially, that either side can really do it. And I think Manchester United might, in a way, benefit potentially by kind of playing on the back foot, kind of trying to catch Brighton in transition, defending well, and then hit on the counter attack with the pace of Anthony, with the pace of Marcus Rashford, the pace of Anthony Martial, and the link up of Martial as well. Obviously, we saw David De Gea. He pings one to Martial. Yes, on that occasion, it was a poor first touch. But usually, as I was saying, such a reliable play to be able to bring the ball down to, as De Gea just such a wasteful goal kick that. He's usually so reliable, you can just ping it into him, kind of at any sort of speed, and he can just control it. He's a player that can bring plays into the game because of that. As Brighton play brilliantly out of the Manchester United press. And here comes Espetunian. Casemiro with a strong challenge, but it falls to Mitoma. Cuts inside Wan-Bissaka. Anthony. Foul. And that's a good opportunity here for Brighton. In a dangerous position. Hold on, let me turn my air freshener off. I don't think it's doing anything for my throat. There we go. So it's a free kick to Brighton. Edge of the box. Dangerous position this for Brighton. Can they capitalise? Right. So Anthony's laying on the floor. McAllister, Solly March are standing over it. Come on. De Gea, do your job. Wall, do your job. It's a really good opportunity. Maybe a little bit too close, if anything. It's going to be hard to get it up and down. In time, De Gea makes the save. They go round the wall as opposed to over the wall. Goes to the far post. He didn't look the most conventional saves by David De Gea, but he did make it. Good save by De Gea. We'll see it here again. He goes round the wall. I think he sees it late. He goes over Martial's head. It's a save you expect your goalkeeper to make, but it is a good one nonetheless. Score remains 0-0. Good save, David De Gea. Good start to this game for Brighton. Not what Manchester United will want to see. But we have a corner. Well, Brighton have a corner here. Solly March. Easily dealt with there by Bruno Fernandes at the front post. Poor corner. Here comes Anthony. Manchester United on the attack here. Ball to the back post. Well defended by McAllister. Victor Lindelof will pick it up. Just goes back into David De Gea. Relax. And look, I mean, I always say it about these sort of big games. De Gea goes long, slightly overhit. Marcus Rashford and Christian Eriksen both just not able to get there. I always say it about these big sort of games. It's not about winning it in the first 5 minutes. It's not. It's about, come the 60th minute, the game is still there to be won. Or you've already won it. Obviously, ideally, you would have won it already. But come the 60th minute, are you still in the game? Have you conceded, essentially, is what I'm saying. Obviously, that doesn't mean go defensive and try not to score. Try to not score. But you don't need to be going all guns blazing in the first 60 minutes of a semi-final. You just don't need to. Because if you do that, yeah, theoretically you might score. You might score 3 and win the game. But also, especially when you're Manchester United over the last few years, you go in with that kind of mindset where, we're going to try and blow them away in the open half an hour. You go 2-0 down, and then they can go a little bit more defensive. And come the 60th minute, you're 2-0 down. And the game's not there to be won anymore. You're trying to make that comeback to salvage a draw, more or less. So, for me, it's always about come the 60th minute. Obviously, you got to take your normal risks because you want to try and score. And come the 60th minute, of course, like I say, you want to be 2-0 up. You want to be winning, but make sure come the 60th minute you're not losing 2-0. I think that's more important. And then after that point, the game will naturally open up. And at that point, start taking more risks and you're going to score. Just don't force it. Because that's when you're going to concede silly goals and that's how you lose a game of this importance. It's a great challenge by Casemiro. Wins a throw-in for United. Here is Luke Shaw. Goes into De Gea. De Gea just goes out wide looking for Anthony. Anthony wants a free kick. So does Pascal Gross. The referee says no to both. And it's interestingly, both Anthony and Marcus Rashford have swapped wings. So currently, Marcus Rashford's playing on the right and Anthony's on the left. I don't know if that's a tactical thing or if it's just something that's kind of happened momentarily. Something I'll keep an eye on. Is Pascal Gross into Asensio, looks to wrap it into the back post. Always heading wide though. Still 0-0. Brighton looking the better of the two sides at the moment. Just never really got the contact required to wrap that into the back post. Decent opportunity though for Brighton. Like I say, so far, certainly been the better team. United will look to try and play from the back. No, he won't. De Gea goes long. Looks for Rashford. Wins the flick on. Rashford and Anthony have swapped wings again. So it was just a thing that was momentarily happened. It's not tactical. It was Lewis Dunk to Sanchez. Pascal Gross has come inverted and he's been found brilliantly by Sanchez there. And I saw it all kind of unravel in my head there. As soon as I saw Pascal Gross invert, I knew what was going to happen. And Brighton, as I said earlier, I wonder who's going to kind of take charge of this game. And it is Brighton at the moment. First 15 or so minutes in, Brighton are the better team. And here is Incensio. Rashford getting back well, makes a good tackle, wins a free kick. Good tracking back there from Marcus Rashford. De Zerbi goes to take a seat on the what's the word? It's not sub bench. Well, it is a sub bench, but I can't think what it's called. Good interception from Lindelof. Ericsson chips it out wide to Anthony. Up against Lewis Dunk here. Can he take him on? Matoma's getting back. Anthony does well. Plays in Ericsson. Ericsson finds Bruno Fernandes. Shoots! Good save by Sanchez. Best opportunity of the game really there for Manchester United. Very good save by Robert Sanchez. Ericsson found a lovely ball to Bruno Fernandes. He was just inside the penalty area, I think. On the left-hand side, shot across goal. Curling into that back post. Sanchez gets across well and pushes it wide. And just missed the on-running Anthony, who could have just tapped it away had it been an inch either side, inch closer to him. Here it is again. Anthony did really well. Found Ericsson. Bruno Fernandes, just outside the box, sorry it was. It wasn't really in the corner. It was very central of the goal. Really gave Sanchez a chance. But he got two strong hands to it and pushes it away. Good goalkeeping there from Robert Sanchez. Both goalkeepers coming in with big saves already in this game. Obviously the first one coming from McAllister's free kick against David De Gea. And that time, obviously Bruno Fernandes up against Sanchez. And here comes Brighton. Pull back. Danny Welbeck had the ball taken off his boot. And Espitignan and Mitoma, just no communication there. Both go for the same ball. And I think it is Mitoma in the end who scuffs it wide. Very good play here though by Solly March and Pascal Gross. It's a pullback. I think it was Lindelof just got in the way. Took it away. Brought it behind Mitoma. Made it a harder shot to deal with. Well, harder shot to take. And it was enough for United to see it behind for a goal kick. In which De Gea will go long. Martial looks to compete. Webster always going to win that. But Casemiro finds Bruno Fernandes. Anthony. Back to Anthony. To Bruno Fernandes. In the box. Well blocked by Lewis Dunk. Still Bruno Fernandes. It's bouncing around and finally Brighton get hold of it and looks to play it out. Espitignan sells McAllister there. It is a throw-in now for Manchester United. Ball comes into the box. Webster, diving header clear. Wan-Bissaka looks to keep it alive, but it just falls to Webster. And now Brighton will look to play out from the back. Webster finds Caicedo. Pascal Gross has made the run, but he finds Solly March instead. Gross is still there on the overlap. Solly March still. Poor pass, and Anthony will pick it up, or he lets it run out for a throw-in actually. And Bruno Fernandes is there just saying, calm down, wait. Let's just reset, let's just calm down. Let's just try and get hold of this game a little bit. Wan-Bissaka to Casemiro. Goes down the line. Martial will give chase. Webster's there first and was always going to get there. And gives it into Sanchez. Here is Adam Webster to Dunk. Just rolling it forward and walks it out for Brighton. Such a good defender, Dunk, really. I think he's quite underrated. Unlucky never to really been considered by England, especially when we've got players like Tyrone Mings and Connor Cody constantly play. There is Dunk. Webster. Luke Shaw. Aggressive in there. Gets turned. Got to watch out now. Needs to get back in the line. United being very aggressive there, and they do win the throw-in. Referee stopped the play because I think it's Solly March, has gone down. He's holding his ankle. He'll be absolutely fine. Just get up, lad. Just get up. I think he's just, as he's gone to protect the ball, he's just dropped a little bit too far. Stay down here, Solly March. Bruno Fernandes having a word with the ref about what's happened, saying, no, it's nothing really happened here, has it? So, like I said, there's not going to be any bookings or something, or anything, but he is having a word, the ref. Erik ten Hag speaking to Anthony. Dallow's gone over, you're right, lad. Yeah. As he's gone to kind of body and shield the ball, he's just slipped. His foot has just gone. Let's hope from Solly's case that he's not going to be a long-term or a serious injury and he's able to play on. He's back on his feet now. He's walking off. He's hobbling a little bit, but he should be absolutely fine. So Dallow will take the throw in. Goes back into David De Gea. Cross to Lindelof. Goes long. Looking for Bruno Fernandes' run. Lewis Dunk takes it on his chest well, and Espitignan clears. Casemiro fighting for it. I think he's absolutely just walked into Incensio, who's fallen behind Casemiro. So as Casemiro's gone to take a step back, just clattered him. That's obviously nothing serious. Goes back into Sanchez. And look, I mean, you can see Sanchez's position in there. He's so far out of his box. That's what Erik ten Hag wants from his goalkeepers. And I think that's one of the big problems with David De Gea. He's just not that keeper. He's not that guy. And I mean, you can forget about the mistakes that he may cause, and he may make. Obviously, we looked at the Sevilla game. There was plenty. You can kind of take your pick, but that's one of the big issues with David De Gea in for Erik ten Hag. He's just not the modern keeper. He's just not the type of keeper that Erik ten Hag wants in his teams. And that more than anything is why, for me, David De Gea should be looking to be moved on and should be looking to move on himself. But like I said at the start of the stream, I think the respect that his, like, the legacy that David De Gea is going to leave is a positive one for me. And I think people trying to disrespect his legacy at Manchester United, trying kind of claim he was something he wasn't, I think I'm not a fan of it personally. Now Bruno Fernandes is down injured. Let's hope it's all right. He's gone for the ball with McAllister. I think he's just rolled his ankle. I think it's more of a contact injury than anything. He should be fine. Prediction 2-1 United. Nice to see you back. Nice to be back. How are we? So far, you've got to say, Brighton have been the better team. Back on his feet, Bruno. My captain. Fred's warming up. If we have to fucking bring Fred on or Sabitzer, we're fucked, by the way. I'll tell you that for free. We saw the mess we were in when Bruno Fernandes had to come off. Well, couldn't play against Sevilla. If he can't continue, we are done. Does that look a little bit better? I feel like it was looking a bit dark. Cool. We've already won Maguire not in the matchday squad because he can't be. He's suspended. Otherwise, I have no doubts he would be. Like that one. Look, I get the Maguire hate. I do. Is he good enough for Manchester United? No. But I do think he's a bit over the top. He's not good enough. But the surroundings around him are also not helping. The same situation with Jadon Sancho, I always say. Has he been good? No. He hasn't been great. But has he had great moments? Yeah, I think he has, as Maguire has. But everything around him isn't suited to how he wants to play and how you're going to get the best out of him. So you can't expect the best out of him, in a sense. Here's Pascal Gross, delivers. Matoma's at the back post, takes it down really well. The other semi-final was played yesterday. It was City versus Sheffield United. So Man City are FA Cup finalists. It's just whether or not Manchester United will also be. And really, Manchester United need to be FA Cup finalists because we need to try and protect our treble. Obviously, Arsenal looked like they fucked it because they couldn't beat bottom of the league, Southampton, and they couldn't hold on to 2-0 leads against Liverpool and West Ham. So they've fucked it. Unless they can go to the Etihad and win, which it's possible, but unlikely. Man City are winning the league. When it comes to the Champions League, they've got Real Madrid. Real Madrid can do a job. They could beat them. If Thibaut Courtois is a worldie, Benzema and Vinicius Jr. do their things. Real Madrid can beat Man City. But if they get to the final, Man City, they're not losing another one. They're better than Milan, both Milan sides. As lovely long ball to Solly March up against Diego Dallo. Intensio's offered himself, looks to cross it in March, deflects off Dallo. Corner for Brighton. But I have some big lads. Dunk, Webster. To come up This isn't going to be easy for Manchester United to defend. United, not a very tall team at all. You've got Casemiro, who's good in the air. Even Lindelof, who's probably our tallest defender. He's wank in the air. Luke Shaw, not the tallest of players, but he's got the duty of defending against Lewis Dunk. Pascal Gross delivers. Well defended by Luke Shaw. Here is Espinyan into Matoma. Espinyan. Ball comes in, Luke Shaw clears. Maguire was only good at Leicester because they played to his accommodations, i.e. he was a sweeper, the DM dropped with them, and the other centre-back came across. Changed my mind. How did we not see that? The reason Harry Maguire was good is Leicester played deeper. So we didn't have all this space, all this yardage to cover. So for United, we want to play, realistically, we want to play like this. On the halfway line. So you have all this space here. There's a chance here for Brighton. Dallo, very cool, he deals with it. United looking to break. Here's Bruno Fernandes, wins the free kick. You have all this space here behind you. So if a ball goes over the top, you've got your a striker running into this space behind your centre-backs. That's where you've got to be A, quick to match the run. Or B, have a goalkeeper that is able to come and will just sweep up. Harry Maguire has none of those things. He's not quick to make make up the space, and he certainly doesn't have a goalkeeper that is willing to come, sweep up, and deal with the mess. Which leaves him in an awful position where he's in a lose-lose, essentially. With Leicester, he didn't have that. Still don't have the pace. Chance for left, Brighton, just wide. Mitoma on a great run. Cut inside. I think it was Wan-Bissaka made the original tackle, but Asensio picked it up and flashes it just wide. It was Wan-Bissaka. And actually, Wan-Bissaka may have made a second block as well. Good defending from the spider. At Leicester, he still don't have that sweeper. Schmeichel isn't particularly a sweeper keeper. But he wasn't playing on the halfway line. They were playing, we'll say here, deeper. So they had this space. They only had this sort of space to cover. So much more manageable. So when the ball's going long, Harry Maguire, he's not having to worry about turning his back and chasing someone. All he's watching the ball and just goes bang, heads it clear every time. He's deep, so when he's on the ball, he can bring it out. He's got space to run into before he's kind of really getting engaged with a press. So it's easier to play. And that is where you're going to see Maguire at his best. Or, I think you stick him in a free. I think Antonio Conte would love a Harry Maguire. You take Maguire to Spurs when they're Conte. Put him in there instead of Eric Dyer. Brilliant. I think he'd be absolutely fantastic for him. Because then there, again, Lloris not particularly a sweeper, but you have players that can recover for his lack of pace. And I think that's why for England, I think back three, you see Maguire playing well. I think generally for England, Harry Maguire's always played well. He has somewhat of a sweeper in Pickford. Maybe not on the levels of an Alisson or as good at it, but he will come. Obviously, he has John Stones beside him, which is always helpful. But also, slightly deep. Again, England play slightly deeper. You have your two, Declan Rice, and you have Calvin Phillips in front of him, defending, protecting. And that's when you see the best of Maguire. Pardon me. I find it unfair when people just instantly go, "Oh, Maguire's awful." He's not awful. He's not Manchester United level, and I think that's okay. Not many centre backs really are. Not everyone can be Lisandro Martinez, and that's what annoyed me about the first goal in Seville. I saw everyone really comparing a clip to when Man United played Real Betis. It was a very similar situation where De Gea gives it to Martinez, as he did Maguire. Obviously, Maguire loses it. Martinez dribbled out of it. And it pisses me off, that comparison, because I'm not joking when I say Lisandro Martinez is one of the best on-the-ball centre-backs in the world. Especially as like a dribbler. He is absolutely fantastic. I don't think there's many better in the Premier League. Maybe John Stones. That's about it. He's so good on the ball. So to go, oh, it's Harry Maguire's fault because Martinez dribbled out of it, and so why did Maguire not? It's like, for me, it's like going, well, why didn't Anthony score there? Lionel Messi did, or would. I don't give a shit if Lionel Messi does. You're comparing one of the world's best to Harry Maguire, to Anthony. It's unrealistic. Just because somebody did it doesn't mean everyone can and should be able to. Casemiro gives away a free kick there on McAllister and goes into the book. He's yellow carded. Probably is a yellow card. He gets booked a lot, Casemiro, doesn't he? Because I'm pretty sure at Real Madrid he had a very good record. He's just going, unbelievable. Unbelievable. He cannot believe he's been booked. He needs to calm himself down. Dunk. Brighton just playing it around so well. Lovely ball from Webster. Out to Espinyan. Dunk. Here is Webster just bringing it forward. Lindelof beaten too easily. Dallo gives it away. And here's Asensio to Gross. March. Gross. Martial, good tackle and wins a free kick. Well played there by Anthony Martial. You can see Bruno Fernandes goes marching over to the referee saying, go on, that's a free kick. It's never good when you see Martial get fouled. And I think he's holding that ankle that he hurt in Seville. Bruno Fernandes is trying to get him booked. And Eric Ten Hag's not happy either. I don't think it's a booking. But Eric and Bruno aren't very happy at all. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. We're 7 minutes away, plus whatever added time we get from half time. Score still 0-0. Brighton, the better of the two sides so far today, as United give it away poorly there for Victor Lindelof. But we win it back. Ericsson to Martial. Looks for the overlapping run of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and it's a lovely ball straight into his path. And here is Anthony. Bruno Fernandes is there if we can find him. We don't. Wan-Bissaka. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes on the overlap now. Can we deliver? He looks to take on Espetiñan. Goes down holding his face. He wants a free kick. Never going to get it. Casemiro with a strong challenge. And it's out for a throw into Brighton. Bruno Fernandes has only slapped me in the face. We'll see it back. No. Come on. Things like that pisses me off. Just get up and play. Welbeck flicks it on. Danny Welbeck again. Wan-Bissaka with a good tackle. Luke Shaw with it now. Into Ericsson. Goes back to Lindelof. Poor first touch, but he gets away with it and finds Diogo Dalot. Dalot taken on Solly March. Still Diogo Dalot. Does really well here, Diogo Dalot. Looks to get the cross in well defended by Moises Caicedo. Bit of quality there from Diogo Dalot, and he's out for a corner. 40 minutes played. Man United 0. Brighton 0. Man United, first real bit of quality. We've had moments here. I think it's Ericsson taking the corner. It is. We need a good delivery here from Christian Eriksen. We've stuck it out to the back post. Lindelof can't win it. Matoma looks to break. Matoma, lovely ball out to Solly March. He is forced to come back and goes into Webster. And Brighton get away with it. It's a really poor ball. I don't know what we were trying. Look sure there. Look how aggressive. Trying to engage really high up the pitch. My only issue is Brighton. De Zerbi will be watching that and will know there will be space in behind if he keeps doing it. Free kick to Brighton. Lindelof's given away a foul on Encensio, and it is a foul. It is a foul. Fair play. Webster into Gross. Brighton looking to play, and look, they're just so calm on the ball, and they always know Sanchez is there as an option. That's where Manchester United will be hoping to get to. Done. Lovely ball. Looking for Matoma. Lindelof's there. Did really well there, Lindelof. Finds De Gea. Finds Casemiro. Lindelof to Ericsson. Caicedo with a good tackle. Luke Shaw just absolutely hammers it out. Good win by Webster. Lindelof finds Ericsson, who takes it down. Looks to try and get it out to Rashford, but just swarmed by Brighton players. The better team so far today, you've got to say, has been Brighton. We look over at the stats for the game if they want to load. Ericsson looks to flick it into Bruno, but can't. There you go. It's one-way traffic, really. Shot-wise, fairly even. Well, it is even, really. But possession-wise, 65 to 35. Eric Tenau will not be too happy about that. Casemiro wins the ball. Anthony finds Casemiro, finds Bruno Fernandes. Got to put it across! He's got to put it across to Martial there for me. But he's went for goal and he's just wide of that back post. Great opportunity for Manchester United. And he just dragged wide. Bruno Fernandes, he's just never looking for the ball inside to Martial. He's there, he's open, he's got to find him. He's got to find Anthony Martial there for me. Sanchez. The poor clearance. United win it. Diego Dalot. Poor from Dalot. March now goes over the top. Luke Shaw just puts a hand over Asensio and says, you're not getting through me quite that easy. And here is De Gea. Goes long looking for Anthony. Just overhit. He just cannot pass, can he? David De Gea. He just cannot pass. And Lewis Dunk will just walk it out once again for Brighton. 3 minutes of added time in the first half here. Can Martial get onto it? Looks to chip Sanchez. It's a wasteful effort from Anthony Martial. It's the first real sniff of anything. He made a good interception. It fell to him. It just looked like he couldn't run there for a second. Like he didn't back himself to outrun him. So went for the shot early. Casemiro wants a foul, not going to get it. Crossfield ball, looking for Solly March. He did win it, did bring it down, but only for Diego Dalot and now David De Gea. Lindelof into Wan-Bissaka. Casemiro. Loses it to McAllister and Caicedo. But referee said free kick. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka goes into De Gea. He'll go long. Martial looks for the flick on. Pascal Gross deals with the second ball though. Bruno. Eriksen. What a ball from Christian Eriksen to Marcus Rashford. He's in the penalty area. Rashford. Can he find someone? No! Eriksen! Kicked away from Sanchez. What a chance there for Manchester United. Eriksen with an unbelievable ball over the top to Marcus Rashford. And there, I'm thinking he's going to cut in and shoot, but he looks to play it into somebody. I don't know if it's behind, he's looking for Martial and he just plays it behind him or what, but he found Eriksen. In the end, it was a fairly simple stop. Luke Shaw with a great run. Martial looks to play it through just slightly too overhit. It's a great idea, though, from Manchester United. I'm going to have a little flurry at the end of the half here. Well, I mean, if I'm Martial, I might just cut and have a go myself, you know. Great chance from Eriksen. It's a poor shot, though. It's not in the corners. There's no real power to it. And Shaw's committed himself. And Casemiro can't make the challenge on the halfway line. And here comes Brighton. It's Espetinian. Puts the ball in. Lindelof heads clear. But it falls back to Solly March now, who delivers. An awful cross. And that's half time. Here in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. The score is Brighton 0, Manchester United 0. What a game. What a half we've had. Manchester United, probably the best chances of the half. But we've been wasteful with them. We've been wasteful. Brighton, probably, you've got to say, have been the better team. But, again, when it comes to chances, mate, created, they haven't had loads, have they, really? We go over to this screen. We've had more shots and more on target. So the game can really go either way here. It can really go either way. I'm really excited for it. Right. So, I'm going to go fill my bottle up. Try and find something for my throat. Hopefully stop me coughing. And I'll be back. We'll be back in just a moment for the second half. We'll talk about that first half a little bit once I'm back as well. Just need to try and sort my throat out. It's getting annoying for me. I imagine it's getting annoying for you guys hearing me keep coughing. So I'll be right back. Right. So, what do we make of that? What have we made of that first half? Now, to me, generally, it's been a good game. I don't think you can say I would say Brighton have been the better team, but they're not dominating it, and I think the stats tell you that. Look, yeah, 4 shots to 5. That's close. 2 to 1 on target. Close. Like, Brighton have all the ball, yes, 63% of the ball. Ideally, Manchester United we'd want more than that. But with the ball, they're not doing that much. So they can have it in a sense. It's about what you're doing with the ball. And they're doing very little with it, really, in all things considered. Manchester United failed to score a goal in the first half in all 4 of their 5 FA Cup games this season. So Manchester United haven't scored a goal in the first half of any FA Cup game. So we've won all our FA Cup games in the second half. So we'll do the same again. We've got an eye how Rashford is. I think generally the opinion on Twitter is we're playing to try and stop Brighton and play in transitions. I think that's kind of what we all said. We're not trying to dominate this, like control the game, control proceedings. We're letting Brighton do that. For us, it's about when we can win the ball back, how quickly can we transition from being in that defensive shape to getting Marcus Rashford running down that left wing up against Pascal Gross. Can we do something? And I don't think we've seen enough of Marcus Rashford today. I really don't. Generally, I don't think we've got the ball to our dangerous players enough. I don't think we've seen Anthony with it enough. With Rashford with it enough. Running at people. That's where we're most dangerous. And we haven't got into those situations often enough. And I want to see us try and kind of isolate the fullbacks a little bit more and get Anthony and particularly Marcus Rashford 1v1 running at people, and let's see what they're made out of, because I think we can all agree 1v1, especially Marcus Rashford, has the better of Pascal Gross, or at least should do. I reckon we're going to pull a Newcastle 5-0 Brighton. Honestly, I was watching the Spurs game earlier. Could not believe what I was seeing. Spurs are so bad. It's absolutely unbelievable. They are so bad. And look, I've said, I don't think Newcastle are amazing. I think they are. I don't think they're as good as a lot of people make them out to be. But Spurs are bad. They are bad. And I've said this all season. I thought Spurs are bad. And they're just proving me right. They were awful. Dreadful. When it comes to expected goals for this game, FOTMob have it down as 0.31 for Brighton, 0.43 for Man United. So we're going to win the league. Sorry. And of course, whoever wins this game does play Manchester City in the semi-final. A cheeky Manchester derby in the FA Cup final to defend our treble because some team couldn't hold on to 2-0 leads over West Ham and Liverpool, and then couldn't beat bottom of the league Southampton with all 11 players on the pitch, despite scoring 3 goals. That club should be embarrassed with themselves. But the thing is, I don't think that Lloris is that good. I mean, Forster's not great. Don't get me wrong. In the hierarchy of goalkeepers, it does go Hugo Lloris then Forster. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think Lloris is that good. And I've said this for a number of years as well. I really don't rate Hugo Lloris that much. He's always got a mistake in him. Always got a mistake in him. And I think, similar to Ederson in a way nowadays, where I think he concedes goals which I think better goalkeepers don't. They're not mistakes per se, but I look and I think sometimes De Gea saves that. Alisson saves that. And I think that all the time with Lloris, and I think quite often with Ederson as well. We are away for the second half, by the way. Steve Wilson and Danny Murphy are on commentary. I am so happy I don't have commentary on. I am so happy. I could not think of much worse than listening to Danny Murphy for an hour, like an hour or so. And obviously, if we don't get a goal in the next 45 minutes, it will go to extra time before a penalty shootout. Webster wins the header up against Martial. No changes at half-time for either side. Here's Solly March. Into Moises Caicedo. Dunk. Webster. There's paper aeroplanes flying. People are just making it back to their seats after half-time. Luke Shaw with a good tackle. Casemiro finds Bruno. Into Anthony. And here is a chance for Anthony to run. At Lewis Dunk. Go on, Anthony. He's gone on the outside. Looks for the back post to Martial. Dunk's there. Not Dunk. Webster's there, sorry. I don't think Anthony was ever really looking up to see where Martial was. Good idea. Oh, if I'm Anthony, again, I'm going for goal. It's a but look, first time this so far we've really got the ball to Anthony. He's able to run. Martial's making the run to try and get there, but it was never really on in that moment. Poor pass for me from Anthony. Dalot does well. Gets it down to Anthony. Turns open. McAllister and Matoma's on him. Surely that's a foul. Anthony's gone down holding his back. I thought that was a clear foul. Espetinho out to Solly March. Diego Dalot's got some work to do here. Casemiro, good interception, but gives it away. March in the box. Bruno Fernandes clears. Solly March looks perplexed how he's not been given a foul. A penalty there. I don't think it's a penalty. I don't think it ever looked like a pen, so I don't know how he's confused. Here's Mitoma up against Wan-Bissaka. McAllister. Caicedo. Webster. Good defending from Manchester United. Diego Dalot. Looks for Rashford, can't find him. Here is Solly March. Welbeck. Danny Welbeck. Caicedo. Espetinho. Good tackle from Anthony. Bruno Fernandes gets it clear, but Rashford can't pick it up. Solly March. Solly March up against Diego Dalot. Goes on the outside, looks to get the cross in. Well blocked. And it's out for a corner for Brighton. Again, Brighton got some big lads, Lewis Dunk and Alan Webster particularly. Man United, a very small team in comparison. That's where you miss players like Scott McTominay and Rafael Varane. Even Lindelof, who is one of our taller players, not very good in the air at all. Ball comes in. Dunk's there at the back post, heads it back to the edge of the box. Espetinyan, who shoots. It's wild and it's over. Good, decent delivery there from Brighton. Lewis Dunk won it and he's completely free. Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, Martial, they were the three around him at the start. Martial stuck with Webster. And it's Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw both losing their men. One of the two. I think that's the issue with zonal, kind of. I don't know if it's a mix of zonal and man-to-man, or what's going on. But there was a huddle of 3 United players and 2 Brighton. Martial stuck with Webster, but Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, who were both the other 2, just kind of both left Webster. Dunk, sorry. As Rashford goes back into David De Gea, and we go long again. It's a throw-in for Brighton. Anthony couldn't bring it down, could just flick it on out for a throw-in. He's not very happy there, Anthony. There is Dunk. Walking it out to Webster. Dunk. Back to Webster. Cross to Dunk again. United let him kind of Brighton play in these sort of areas. Martial begins the press. Webster. And well played there by Martial. Referee's given a foul. Not sure. Not sure about that. They just go back to Webster. And Brighton will look to try and play again. Keeping it calm. United have been in these positions before in the past. We should know how to deal with them. Luke Shaw does well, finds Diego Dallo, who can now bring it forward. Danny Welbeck's on the chase back. Poor pass from Diego Dallo, and here's Moises Caicedo. Luke Shaw with a smart foul. Probably a yellow card as well. It is a yellow card. And that just all comes from Diego Dallo just selling Casemiro short with a pass. And it's small things like that is what can make and break a team. So poor from Diego Dallo. I haven't been massively impressed with Dallo today, I can't lie. Pascal Gross delivers to the back post. Martial, good defending. And they get it clear through Lindelof. Bloody hell. We are all over the place. Martial did well, shielded it, gave it into Lindelof, who couldn't really get a great clearance. And Brighton still have it here. Webster. Dunk. Cross to Webster again. Danny Welbeck. Webster. Lovely play here. Can Lindelof get across? Good tackle from Victor Lindelof. Just to get there just before Danny Welbeck does. Welbeck, formerly of Manchester United. Left for Arsenal, what, 2015? Had spells at Watford, before Brighton. Had a spell at Watford before he came to Brighton. And generally done quite well for himself here on the South Coast. Obviously, Evan Ferguson is usually the preferred striker, but he's out injured today, not even in the squad. So he's a miss for them. Moises Caicedo. Lewis Dunk goes back into Robert Sanchez. Joel Veltman. Not Veltman. All game I've been thinking it's Joel Veltman at the start, but that's the first time I've said it. And I feel like an idiot now. Webster. Caicedo looks to turn. Casemiro engages, wins the ball. But Espetinyan keeps it. And Lewis Dunk goes long, looking for the run of Mitoma. Aaron Wan-Bissaka up against Mitoma. First time we've really seen both of these 1v1 with each other. Wan-Bissaka comes out on top this time. And it's Anthony. Bruno Fernandes, who wins a throw-in for United. Mitoma 0, Wan-Bissaka 1. That's what we like to see. Lindelof goes to De Gea, who goes long. Corner delivered. Back post. Played off the line by Casemiro. Mitoma. Strike. Blocked. Strike again. What a save, De Gea. Incensio from the edge of the box. Smashes it goalwards. And it's David De Gea. Just gets a hand to it to flick it over the bar for another corner. Oh, that's headed for the top corner. It's an unbelievable save by David De Gea. Great save. And just as I was tweeting about David De Gea's long balls, just never finding anybody, he pulls out an absolute worldie of a save. Bloody hell. That was so almost 1-0. So almost 1-0 to Brighton. There's a goal kick now for United. 2014 Welbeck left, not 15. So close. But De Gea goes long. Webster wins the ball and goes long. Fred's about to come on. He's stripped and ready to go. I imagine that's probably for Eriksen. I don't think Eriksen's been great today. I can't lie. Aside from that shot in the first half, can't think of much of what he's done. Anthony nearly playing through Mitoma there. Wan-Bissaka did well. And Bruno Fernandes and Anthony did really well here. Here is Anthony. Bruno Fernandes on the overlap. It's an awful effort from Anthony. There's no kind of conviction in it at all. More of a pass back to Robert Sanchez more than anything. Or from Anthony there for me. But there's another chance for United. And that's more what we want to see. You can see both Martial and Marcus Rashford both in the box saying, come on, either pick one of us out or have a proper effort. And it will be for Christian Eriksen. I think that is the right sub. I don't think Eriksen's offering too much in there. Just get Fred on, who's a little bit more combative. So he was just going to get around a little bit more. But obviously, as well, Luke Eriksen, he's only just coming back from injury. He had a long time out, so it's going to take a little bit of time for him to get fully match fit again. And this is all part of his journey. He's given a good hour here. As McAllister has it into Solly March. As De Gea. I don't know how necessary that touch was on the cross, but sees out for a throw-in. See it again here. McAllister. Lovely ball out to Solly March. It might have been just sneaking into that back post, but United deal with it. Here's Webster. United win it. Casemiro goes over the top looking for Marcus Rashford. Here he is. Anthony Martial, both in the box. But he looks to take on Webster and loses it. Brighton can just play their way out. And here is Insencio. Looks for Matoma. Wan-Bissaka, good interception. Brilliant dribbling from Wan-Bissaka as well. Brilliant from Aaron Wan-Bissaka here. Finds Anthony in the box. Can we get a shot away? That is unreal by Wan-Bissaka, by the way. We haven't scored. Eriksen has it. Looks to put the cross in. Just behind Martial. Eriksen take one. Well in. Referee says play on. He says not even a foul. Bruno gets it out wide to Anthony, who delivers. Falls in the box to Solly March, who will now look to get it clear. What a run by Wan-Bissaka that was. So Insensio's down, so we are gonna see the change. Christian Eriksen is going to be the one to make way for Fred. And I think, like I said, I think we can all agree that's probably the right choice. The right sub to make. So on comes Fred. And off comes Christian Eriksen. Hopefully Fred will just bring that little bit more dynamism into midfield. Obviously, we know Eriksen is the more creative of the two and more technical. But that bit of energy in the midfield, just someone who's going to who buzz around, just be a pest, not give Brighton a bit of just like time on the ball. That's what Fred's going to bring. And that being said, look. Let's not pretend Fred's useless as well. He can pass the ball. He can get the ball ticking, and I mean he's popped up with a goal or two this year, so maybe a bit of a goal threat as well. Keep an eye on our Brazilians, and you can see there straight away Fred just on somebody. I think it was Caicedo forcing the mistake, and that's what Fred's going to bring. Just hounding the Brighton midfield, who I think quite often today I've had it a little bit too easy. Here is Wan-Bissaka. Casemiro. Over the top, looking for Bruno Fernandes. Finds Anthony. Anthony, slot! Martial through! It's a good save by Sanchez. Here is Anthony Martial now. Into Diogo Dalot. Fred. Oh, I don't know. I thought Anthony was going to slot Martial through and goal. Lovely play here. Rashford. Foul on the edge of the box. Free kick, Manchester United in a very dangerous position. You got Rashford and you got Bruno Fernandes, both capable free kick takers. Very good play there by Marcus Rashford. Just gets there, just sticks it through McAllister's legs, I think it is. And then Sensio just pulls him down as I think he's about to get the shot away. Very good play here. Bruno Fernandes. Look, Martial just slot him through. Respect. Put some respect on Anthony's name. He's had a good game. It's a little bit close, maybe. I don't think it can't be Rashford for me. If Fred takes it, look, I said this about the Europa League game. If Fred takes this, I'm turning it off. I'm turning the game off. The game goes off. If Fred takes this, the game goes off. Let's make that very clear. I think Fred's walked away from it. I think it's going to be Bruno. Fred's walked away. Good. It's like every Brighton player in this wall. They're making the longest wall known to man. Because you got Bruno Fernandes here, who could try and just find a corner while Rashford could just brute force it through. Come on then. It will be Bruno. Straight into the wall. And again, over the bar. Poor from Bruno Fernandes. It's so poor, actually. His chest. It hits her chest. A really poor free kick. And Joel Veltman now will come on for Espetinian, is that? No, Incensio. Does that mean a change? But I imagine that probably means Veltman will go right back. McAllister into number 10, into 10, and Pascal Gross into midfield, maybe? Or I imagine Gross goes midfield. I've put Pascal Gross at number 10, and we'll see how it changes. Pascal Gross is playing central midfield. McAllister's at number 10. As I thought, but I need to update it again. I didn't back myself. Luke Shaw goes back to Lindelof on the halfway line. Casemiro back to Lindelof. Casemiro bringing it forward. Goes for looking for Martial. Oh, it was always going to be a difficult pass to make. But 25 to go. Can either side make the breakthrough? Second half, I think United come out. I mean, very good. A lot more dangerous and promising than we were in the first. Again, forcing a mistake there. Martial did as well. Thrown for United. Webster, it was with a poor pass. Bruno Fernandes takes a throw quickly. Martial, Rashford, Fred, Casemiro, into Lindelof. United now looking to try and take charge of this game a little bit more. McAllister did as well. Good tackle on Fred. It's a throw into United. Wan-Bissaka will take. Into Fred. Back to Wan-Bissaka. He'll go into Luke Shaw. Diego Dallo's coming across. But Luke Shaw looks for the ball over the top. Casemiro will pick the second ball back up. Bruno Fernandes to Casemiro. To Fred. Poor pass, but Wan-Bissaka will pick it up. I'm not sure what that was meant to be. I think he was expecting the run from Fred into the space, but it was just the run never came. It just looks like a bizarre ball. But it is what it is. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That'd be greatly appreciated. And share the stream as well. Wan-Bissaka quickly takes a throw in into Lindelof. Across to Shaw. He goes back into David De Gea. Looks like he sells one short, a little bit short there, De Gea. But United deal with it. Bruno looks for Rashford. Martial picks it up. Lovely flick back into Bruno Fernandes. Now looks to play the ball down the line. Martial chasing. Doing all he can to get there. He does get there. The corner flag gets in his fucking way. Fuck the corner flag! Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, the referee says he didn't get there anyway. I think he did. I think he clearly did. So Shaw goes across to Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka wins a throw in. Wan-Bissaka goes quickly into Victor Lindelof. Back to the centre half. Deep in our own half here. Back into David De Gea. And you'll never guess what he's done. He's gone long. Joel Veltman heads out for a throw in. So we get up the pitch. But I get it's part of the game. But I watch all the best teams. I even watched Brighton today. They're not going as long as much as we are. How is that not a booking for Webster? Sorry, that's a joke. Look at him. He's literally got hold of Martial. And then kicks him. It's a yellow card. Martial. Into Lindelof. Sure, lovely ball into Fred, who turns. Looking for a bit of space, but goes back into Lindelof. Luke Shaw. The Dallo. Throw in for Brighton. Pascal Gross. Veltman. Webster. Here is Robert Sanchez. Caicedo. No, sorry, Espatinian. McAllister. Finds Danny Welbeck. Pascal Gross. Lovely ball into Danny Welbeck. Very good tackle from Victor Lindelof. Gets there, got across really well. And Danny Welbeck's gone down, holding his knee. Looks like he may have come off worse out of the two. Well, Lindelof actually gets there first. Welbeck takes him down. Yeah, Welbeck just wipes him out. Brilliant defending from Victor Lindelof. It could be quite a bad one, this, for Daniel Welbeck. I tell you what. Fingers crossed he's all right. And so it is Danny Welbeck having to make way. And it's, is it Dennis Undav? Something Undav. Undav's coming on. Hopefully Danny's all right. Dennis. Yeah, Dennis. Dennis Undav. I'll give myself it. On he comes. Can he do the business for Brighton? Obviously, third choice striker, Undav. After, what's his name? After Evan Ferguson and then Danny Welbeck. Casemiro. Flicks it forward, looking for Rashford. Fred. Into Martial. Loses it there, Martial. Should really have laid it off to Bruno. Casemiro wins it back, though. Lovely ball out to Anthony. Anthony, can he find someone in the box? Bruno Fernandes. Puts the ball into the box. Martial leaps for it. Sanchez was always going to get there. The fact that he can use his hands is a massive advantage in that sort of situation. Lindelof. Diego Dallo just swipes it forward. Dunk goes back to Sanchez, and just an opportunity to reset again. 15 minutes left of this semi-final here at Wembley. Manchester United 0. Brighton 0. Wan-Bissaka back into De Gea. That's a long ball. Martial competes for it up with Dunk, but Webster will just easily pick it up. Is Jack Butland warming up? Good tackle from Rashford. Marcus Rashford into Diego Dallo. Driving forward here, Dallo. Into Marcus Rashford. Dallo was fouled, but obviously will play on. Marcus Rashford here. Looks to take on his man. Wins a corner. Did he win a corner? Moises Caicedo's down. Holding his ankle. Hopefully he's all right, but he has to come off. That's the situation we're in. Hopefully he has to come off. Because he's quite good at football, that Moises Caicedo. Annoyingly good, given the fact Manchester United could have and should have signed him. Before he went to Brighton. But hopefully he has to come off. Because he's quite good. But we don't want him to be hurt. I never hope someone to be injured. And he is hobbling there, Moises Caicedo. As Espetinian runs forward here, but it's a poor pass looking for Dennis Undav. Wan-Bissaka did well, found Fred, who looked for Rashford, who went down far too easily for the referee's liking. Under the challenge of Joel Voltman. And United lose the ball once again. Just over 10 to go. Mitoma. Lewis Dunk. Joel Veltman. Not. Oh, I've done it again. It's Webster. Dunk. Webster. Caicedo's done really well there. With McAllister. Oh, Pascal Gross, sorry. Here is Solly March. Gets the cross in. Shaw heads clear, and so does Anthony. Martial. Now wins it. And wins a free kick. Brilliant play there from Anthony Martial. And you've got to book him this time. No. He's just allowed to do that, is he? Twice. This fucking referee. Webster just caught napping on the ball. Martial wins it. And Webster just pulls him down. And referee says that's absolutely all right. This could be added to added time here. Or extra time, sorry. Dunk. The long ball looking for Matoma. Well defended from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Matoma into McAllister. Rush to Caicedo. Moves it out to Solly March. Looks for Pascal Gross. Fred does well and sees it out for a goal kick. Really good defending there by Fred. 10 minutes to go. Will we see the winner, or will it be extra time or potentially penalties to decide it? I can't hack a penalty shootout. I cannot hack a penalty shootout. So if we could do the job, that'd be absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. Hey, it goes long. Anthony brings it down. Batinyan wins it. Here he is for Brighton, bringing it forward. Undav's made a great run. Luke Shaw's there with him though. Matoma. Batinyan. Moises Caicedo flicks it away. Does well. Referee says no to a falling Moises Caicedo. Bruno Fernandes tripped. You taking the fucking piss? Referee says no again to a clear foul on Casemiro. Dallo clears it. Doesn't look like either side are looking to make any subs before full time. Zerbi shouting instructions on the sideline. Eric Ten Hag sat on the bench. Observing. There's Solly March. Great save to Haya. And he gets onto the second ball. Gross leaves a mark on him. Chance there for Brighton. Edge of the box. Solly March got the shot away. De Gea got down well. Couldn't hold the first effort, but got hold of it before Pascal Gross could get there. That's probably the closest Brighton have really come to beating David De Gea. Most uncomfortable he's looked, for sure. Obviously, they've had some good chances. They had that from McAllister free kick. The Encensio shot from the edge of the box. And now that Solly March effort. Now this Solly March effort, I should say. But look, that's why you pay David De Gea the big bucks to make those sort of saves. Luke Shaw clears it out for a throw-in. Jadon Sancho's coming on. I imagine... You'd imagine Martial move Rashford up top. I wouldn't make... I don't know. Anthony gives away the free kick. It's in a nothing position, really. It's poor from Anthony, though. He takes them out and then goes, no, 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 as if you haven't just wiped the bloke out. So here comes Jadon Sancho. No, we're going to wait till after this set piece. Okay, I imagine it will be Martial. Make way. Gross. Looks for Espetinyan. Even Espetinyan looks surprised by that. He's fighting now with Anthony. Anthony wins it. And wins a throw-in. He does. Espetinyan looks fuming. And it is Martial off, Jadon Sancho on. I don't know. For me, that's not. I don't agree. But that means Rashford will move up top. And Sancho moves out, will play off the left. We'll see how it goes. The big call. We'll see how it plays out. Lindelof into David De Gea. I just wondered, did Webster have the ref nudes commit up to 5,000 no yellow cards? It's been a joke, isn't he? I don't know how Webster hasn't been booked. He's now got Rashford on his tail, though. Did he catch Rashford then, Webster? Referee says no. Rashford stayed down, though, holding his ankle. I think it will just be a contact injury more than anything. I think he'll be fine. But that's what Rashford brings when he goes up top. He's just got that raw pace, which unfortunately looks like Martial may have lost due to all these injuries. Wan-Bissaka wins a throw-in. Just under 3 minutes to go. Or just over 3 minutes to go, sorry. In the 90. Rashford finds Casemiro. Ball out wide to Jadon Sancho. Diego Dallo's on the overlap. Go on, Jadon. Finds Dallo. Cross comes in. Fred to Sancho. Shoots! I think he's taking a deflection. Surely it must be a corner. It is going to be a corner. Oh, Jadon. Go on, lad. Oh, Jadon, do you know what that's worth? Oh, heaven is a place on earth. Bruno with the free kick, with a corner. Your place to aim at. It's deep. It's headed clear by Brighton, and Matoma now look to bring it away. A Solly March. Finds Espetinyan. Back to Solly March. Caicedo. Finds McAllister. Turns well. Alexis McAllister. Good block. Wan-Bissaka clears. Corner for Brighton. United could have won it at the end. Won it one end. Can Brighton do the same? Deep breaths. Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw once again go over to Webster and Dunk. Who has Undav? There's 3 players there, and there's only 2 United players. Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw needs to stay with their men this time. Ball comes in, headed away on the front post, and Sancho clears it at the edge of the box. Well defended from United. But we've still got a minute to go of the 90. Marcel Sabitza's gone to warm up. There's no place in this game for Marcel Sabitzer. I'm sorry, there's not. You can't take Casemiro or Bruno off for Sabitzer. You just can't do it. Undav. Lindelof, good defending and clears it. For me, the only sub now you can make in this game is Palestri or Malacia. Palestri, Elanga, and Malacia. Palestri, Elanga, Malacia. Yes. Elanga and Malacia, when you're speaking, they're far too similar. Three minutes of added time in the 90. Can either side find the goal, or will this game go to extra time? Deep breaths. Let's go Gross with the corner. In it comes to the back post. Won by by March over the bar. The clock ticks on. Still Brighton 0, Manchester United 0. Solly March's headed effort flies over the bar. Looks like it will be added to extra time. De Gea goes long. Long ball. Can Wan-Bissaka bring it down? Matoma. Up against Wan-Bissaka. Here is Matoma. That's inside. Casemiro with a good tackle. Matoma got to get booked for that. And he does. Not long to go. I think it will be extra time. I don't see a winner now. In the last, we've got a minute to go. The game will be decided by extra time. Potentially penalties. Unless somebody can come up with a moment of magic. A moment of euphoria. In the final minute. Which we are in right now. David De Gea goes long. We're looking for Jadon Sancho. And it's out for a throw-in. Veltman will take. 30 seconds on the clock. Pascal Gross to Veltman. Back to Webster. Webster got options. He goes across to Lewis Dunk. The United players shuffle across. Back to Webster and they shuffle back. They're looking no hurry here, less Brighton. They play through the gap left by Fred in the press. Here is Solly March. Gets across to Mitoma. Anthony wins it. Wan-Bissaka finds Casemiro. Can we? No, we can't. There's the full-time whistle. And the game is going to extra time. Shit. Absolute shit. Not what we had in mind. I just don't get why we can't control the game. If Casemiro tackled like that, that's a straight red. we can't. Well, look. Part of the issue is you have to remember, while De Zerbi is new, this Brighton team has been coached by Graham Potter into being a team that is capable of dominating the ball and possession for 3-4 years. When Ollie got the job full time, is the year. Yeah, Ollie's first full year in charge was Potter's first full year in charge, if I remember correctly, of Brighton. That spell where we had Ollie not coaching us to play like that, Brighton were. And they were getting signings in for that. We're only getting this now. So we will be able to do what Brighton do and dominate games. Sabitzer's coming on. Why is Sabitzer coming on? Who for? We can't. You can't take Anthony off. How high can I throw the game? Baldy's gonna throw the game. No, you can't bring Sabitzer on. There's no place for him. You can't. What's gonna happen? We're gonna take Anthony off. We're gonna put Bruno on the right. And we're going to put Sabitzer at 10. Stupid! If we do that. Unless Bruno has to come off, Sabitzer can't come on. This is a fucking nightmare. Marcus Rashford off for Rashi. Get Rashi on. Marcus Rashford has played today. We need Rashi on. Rashi is a baller. Rashi is what we call him when he's playing well. Mo. You can't take Rashford off. I think it's Anthony. It's fucking Anthony. He's taking his shin pads off. It's Anthony. Anthony's coming off. He's already. I've already seen the shin pads are off. I can't believe it. Look, big cool. If you get it right, then laugh at me. Well, I think that's a silly change. I really do. There's only one Bruno. Tell you what, I need a piss. And I need a piss pretty badly. Don't even get me that worried. Obviously, as always, please don't put goals and stuff in the chat before I've seen them. Or just don't put goals and stuff in the chat. After I've said about it, we can talk about it, obviously. That's how interaction works. But I want to be able to live react to goals, as I'm sure you guys will want to. So, well, just big moments by stuff. So if Casemiro gets himself sent off, don't tell me he's been sent off before I've seen it. Good defending from Lindelof. Up against Undav. Bergie's risen and blocked one out of the top into the top corner, has he? Mitoma. Up against Wan-Bissaka. Finds Espetinyan. Lindelof, good defending. The Bitzer gets there. Sancho heads it on. Rashford's not there. Fred never had a Brazilian passport to lose. I don't know if it's just momentarily, but it looks as if Fred's actually playing as the number 10. Which is a bit of a worry. It's a bit of a worry. I can't lie. It looks like it's this. Which you never want to see, do you? You never want to see Fred at number 10. It firmly should be Sabitzer there. If anyone, if either of them have to play there, it should be Sabitzer. In a team where we've got Christian Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes, I'd even throw Jadon Sancho's name into the hat. We should not be seeing Fred at number 10. Matoma's done really well here. Good interception from Lindelof, and here is Sabitzer. There's Sancho. As well, finds Fred. What is Fred doing? Just gives the ball away. Here is Solly March. Wins the ball. And Lindelof gets there and just clears it upfield. Good defending from Victor Lindelof there. Welcome back to De Zerbi's Daily Bumfiddle. That's poor from you. That's poor. Go on, Jadon. Win the ball. No. If I am in trouble. He needs to do more. He needs to do more for me, Sancho, at the moment. Sure. Casemiro. Lovely ball into Bruno. Is that not a foul by Dunk? No. That seems fair. Seems justified. Bring Philip Jones on for pens with his bright pink boots for Mark Goldbridge. I think I'd cry if I saw Phil Jones on the bench and Dav's in. Fuck. Diogo Dalot! What a block! What a tackle! Ow, I've really hurt my thumb there. But big block covering from Diogo Dalot. It's an awful touch by Undav. The worst first touch you're ever going to see. And Dalot gets back and makes the clearance. Great defending from him. But here is Espetinyan on the left-hand side. Delivers into the box. Dalot heads clear. But Joel Veltman will pick it back up. Solly March into Pascal Gross. Fred's there. Here's Pascal Gross. He's absolutely skinned Fred. And delivers to the back post. But it's out for a throw-in. Bruno Fernandes is saying to the referee, someone's holding someone. Who's giving someone a cuddle? Who's getting cuddled? This is an FA Cup semi-final. We do not have the time. Wan-Bissaka to Lindelof. Casemiro. He's been kicked. He's been assaulted. Bring Malacia on for Lindelof. Are you taking a piss? Are you putting a right back? Are you putting centre back? Lindelof's played well. Such a bad first touch from Undav. You can tell he hasn't been playing. That is a touch of someone who hasn't played in about 3 weeks. 3 months. The long ball. Espetinyan wins it. And it doesn't reach Bruno Fernandes. I really don't. I've always said this. I don't like Bruno Fernandes on the right wing. Lindelof's have been spun here. Well played, Lindelof. Just take McAllister down with you. Yellow card for Lindelof. Tom Heaton should come on if it's... Mate, we've got Jack Butland on the bench. No, Tom. Oh! I think that looked closer than it actually was. No, that is fine. He's saved a couple pens recently. He's saved a couple pens since then. Since the Villarreal. Mark Noble, he saved. He saved I feel like he saved a couple one against Palace, Zaha. Has he saved one this year? I can't remember. I feel like he has saved some. I really want Sancho to come good. I really do. Here he is. Go on. Oh, Jadon. Jadon, this is what we want to see from you, my boy. Go on, Jadon. Take him on. Dalot. Back to Jadon. Go on, Jadon. Good ball in the box. Sabitzer. Heads wide. Jadon, you've got something for me. 25. Can you do something for me? Jadon Sancho might have something for us. I wasn't expecting to be saying that. Solly March. Sancho. Dalot. Diogo Dalot. Sure. Jadon Sancho. Sancho. Dalot. Marcus Rashford. Is he onside? I'd be very surprised if he is. Sancho. Go on, Jadon. Whip it. Just get the shot away, you useless donkey. Get the shot away, Sancho. You've got to shoot. How is he not shot? My God, what a chance. He would have been offside. Rashford was offside. Jadon, look what you're doing to me. Man, come on. There, shoot. Even if it's blocked, just get the shot away. He's just got no confidence, does he? Just no confidence whatsoever. Mitoma. Glides past Lindelof and passes to Undav, who he's just rubbish. Weghorst and Malacia. Bring Weghorst on. We've subbed Bruno off. Ah! Why are we taking Bruno Fernandes off? We're fucked. We are fucked. Why? Why have we brought the donkey on for Bruno? Oh, no. Baldy, what are you doing? What's Baldy doing? The Dallo's at right back. Malassia's come on. Right wing, I assume Sancho. So Sancho goes out to the right. Rashford comes back over to the left. And Weghorst comes... Baldy, you better do something for me. Because this is bizarre. We've taken Wan-Bissaka off, who's had Matoma in his pocket all day. And we've taken our best player off, or our second best player off, to bring fucking Weghorst on. It's a great ball from Fred. And Weghorst's just not attacking it. Well, he's at the front post. That's harsh on him. Malacia to Casemiro. Can't get there. And here's Moises Caicedo. Into Matoma. Matoma goes down in the box. He just ran into traffic. Man, this is squeaky bum time. Like, why is Weghorst on? Why? Why have we brought Weghorst on? About Weghorst. Can you do something for me? Go on. He's our Marouane Fellaini. Go on, Fellaini. Come on then. Webster. Caicedo. Fred. Sabitzer. Marcus. Go on, Fred. Aiden. Marcus. Go on! Fuck off! What a save by Sanchez! Marcus Rashford nearly just bends one into the back post just before half time. Sancho lays it off to Rashford. It takes a deflection. Sanchez gets across, gets a strong hand to it. It's a great save. Just before half time. Shit. Shit. Delivered. Dealt with. A bit, sir. Oh, I need a piss so bad. Bergors takes down Joel Volkman. There's 1 minute of added time. Please. Please just call the game. Call the half. Right. I'm going to be so quick. I'm going to be like Sonic the Hedgehog. Right, we're back. I've pissed. Bruno Fernandes is he's shouting orders. It's bizarre. I find it bizarre we've taken Bruno Fernandes off still. In a tie that can go to penalties, we've taken our best penalty taker off. Bizarre. I'm not sure who's on penalties anymore. So what? If it goes to pens, Sabitzer will take one. Weghorst will take one. Rashford. Sancho? I imagine. Luke Shaw will step up. Casemiro. I will be fine. I hope. I'm shitting myself. I am shitting myself. We are away. There we go. Timer's all synced up. We're gonna have seen 120 minutes of football. But will that have a winner? Or will it go down to a penalty shootout? Well, there's 22 players on that pitch and 14 minutes. See you now to find out an answer. Lewis Dunk, McAllister. Webster bringing it forward. Casemiro. Come on, man. Fully march. Looking for a bit of space. De Gea, good save. Oh, David. Safe hands. I'm just silenced by the nerves. Rashford's not happy about with the referee after a foul's been given to Zerbi. He's getting a bit of Marcus Rashford's lip. Webster. Across the dunk. Webster. Fred. Finds Sabitzer. Gets it out to Jadon Sancho on this right-hand side. Go on, Jadon. Dalot with the overlap. Good play there by Jadon Sancho and Diego Dalot. Go on, Dalot. Cross comes in. It's a crap one. And Rashford, can he keep it alive? No, he can't. No, he can't. Fuck. The fans look nervous, and rightly so. I'm nervous. Fully march, fix it on. Casemiro with a good interception. Lindelof. Hello. Luke Shaw. Malacia back to Shaw. Goes down the line. Vegos with a flick. Come on, can we get there? No. Caicedo heads it forward. Lindelof goes back to David De Gea. Here is Luke Shaw. Just goes down the line. He didn't really want it there, Luke Shaw, did he? He's a little bit of a hobble there from Shaw. 10 minutes to go. Malacia goes back to Shaw. Down the line. Vegos flicks it on. But to absolutely nobody. Sabitzer's chasing it down. Joel Veltman has it. United win it. Diego Dalot just gives it into Lindelof. The long ball. That's a red card. He's got to go. So it's a long ball. Veltman's pulled Rashford to the ground. And he's not giving it. He's not giving anything. I think that's a red card. I don't understand how VAR cannot give a red card for that. Clear and obvious error. He's taken him down and he's running through and goal. It's a fucking joke. He's given a foul by Rashford. My God, the incompetency of fucking officials in the Premier League, or just in the FA Cup, I suppose. It's unreal. Oh no, Lindelof, is he all right? He was running with a bit of a fucking limp there. Casemiro looks for Rashford. Great takedown. Marcus Rashford up against Veltman. Rashford! Oh! Just wide. I don't know if he got a touch, if Sanchez got a touch or something on it. Oh, that was a chance for Marcus Rashford. The game's opening up now for him. Just always bending away. But he did everything right there, really, Rashford. Just hits it with a knuckle. Vegas wants a handball. He's not going to get it, even though it clearly hit the hand. This Nigel Pawson can fuck off. He's up. He's lost control. He's lost control of this game completely. Undav. Matoma. Gross. Slots it. Good defending from Shaw. Still March. Through 3 or 4 players. Matoma. Chance for surely Brighton. David De Gea with a great save. And Matoma's got. He's just 2-footed him. If Casemiro's been sent off for that twice, he's got to go. He's got to go. Casemiro's been sent off for that this season against Crystal Palace. That is 2-footed into De Gea from Matoma. He's got to go. That's a red card. I don't care if he's going for the ball. He's not got there. De Gea's got there first, and Matoma's completely 2-footed De Gea. Casemiro's been sent off for that. He's got to at least get booked. Is Matoma already on a yellow? I want to say he is. He is. He's got to go. Has he just got booked for that? No. He's got to go then. Matoma, he has to be sent off. That is a disgrace. An absolute disgrace. We're being cheated. It's the most blatant. Even if you don't, it's not. Maybe it's not. It's not a straight red, but it's the most blatant yellow card you're ever going to see. And he's already on a yellow. He has to be off the pitch. How is he on the pitch? Brighton should be down to 10. The same way as Sevilla should have been down to 10 at Old Trafford. It's a joke. And De Gea is just... De Gea, you don't help yourself. What are you doing? What is that? I mean, the throw, it did what it was meant to do. But why is he throwing it like a set 8 kid? Vegas is useless. He is so bad. He's getting the fans going though, so. Well in Veggie. Well in Veggie. Alright, is there a free kick or corner? It's a free kick, but it's essentially a corner. Rashford and Sabitzer standing over it. So Sabitzer will take it. It's whether or not Sabitzer will try and deliver it or he will just knock it to Rashford. He does. He delivers it. But he may as well not. It's to absolutely nobody. And with 3.5 to go, penalties look more and more the likely outcome. Dunk into Sanchez. Rashford. Finds Casemiro. Fred. Malacia. Advantage played. Fred. Casemiro. Casemiro shoots! Easy save. Put Sanchez in his bottom left corner. Not a bad effort from Casemiro, but it's a simple save, really, all things considered. Here is Jadon Sancho. Bringing it forward into Marcus Rashford. Good play there. Rashford out wide to Casemiro. Ball comes into the box. But of course can't win it. What is that man useful for? Shaw delivers again. Sanchez can catch it though. Crap ball. Really poor ball in from Luke Shaw, that. Moises Caicedo, man of the match. Toma. That's Patinian. Puts it in. Fred heads clear. I thought for a second there. Well, when it went over Lindelof's head, I thought that could be us done. Here is Solly March. Still Solly March. Side netting. Shit, I thought we had Everton all over again. Where it went through De Gea's legs. We're into the last minute. We're into the last minute. David, you're scaring me, lad. Just don't fuck it up now. Corner for Brighton. Boys, you've just Vegos, just get your big head on it for once. Vegos, you've got to win this. He fucking does, to be fair. He fucking does win it. Caicedo into Espetunian. We're forcing him back, all the way back to Sanchez. Long ball. Solly March. Pascal Gross can't bring it down. And with 20 seconds left to go of extra time, plus whatever added time we get, penalties, looks like where we're heading. Unless there's a moment of magic from someone. Hopefully in red. There's a minute to go. A minute of added time. Casemiro goes long. Jadon Sancho. Ref. Hello. Are we going to take it quickly? We can't. Ideally, we don't want to go to pens here, lads. One last opportunity. We're loading the box. Weghorst, you've got to win this, lad. You've got to hit Weghorst and play off him. Long ball. That is shit. Straight into Sanchez's hands. Weghorst, you just don't let him take it. Let's get to pens. And it's penalties. It's a penalty shootout. Shit. Shit. Oh no. Oh no. I can't take this shit. It's going to be a penalty shootout. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. Right. Who's taking them then? Who's taking them? So I imagine Weghorst will take one. Rashford will take one. Go away, Brighton. Casemiro will take one. He's a big lad. He's a grown up. Sabitzer and Sancho, I reckon, will be our 5. Fred might take one. Ah! I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Is the head captain? Yes. BBC iPlayer, the cheeky bastards. They've just gone, still watching? Yes, lad, I am. Trying to turn the game off. Before the penalty shootout, you taking the piss? Right, Brighton kick first. Right. I'm having to close chat. I can't risk it. I'll check chat after the game, after the shootout. So feel free to put whatever you want in chat. I'm not going to read it until after the shootout, and I'll catch up afterwards. McAllister up against De Gea. Fuck. No, please, David, please. It's absolutely pissing it down now in Wembley, by the way. That better not be a bit of pathetic fallacy for Manchester United's fortunes. Come on, David. Up against McAllister. Come on, De Gea. Goals. 1-0 Brighton. Shit. Shit. So it's 1-0 on pens. Casemiro steps up first for Man United. He'll score. I have faith. Come on, Casemiro. You've got to score, lad. Come on. He scores! It's what he does! What he does. A bit of confidence, please, David. That'd be nice. Pascal Gross is up next. Come on, David. David, please, David. David, please. Please save it. I can't take this. Pascal Gross up against David De Gea from the spot. Second penalty for Brighton. Oh, De Gea guesses the right way, but it's a good penalty into the top corner. Not much he could have really done about it. Brighton score a second. Not ideal. Not ideal. Dalot. Diogo Dalot's up next. Kisses the ball. Puts it down. He's got to score, Diogo Dalot. He's got to score. Come on, Diogo. Come on. He scores! Oh, great penalty. Great penalty from Diogo Dalot. Right into the bottom corner. Both teams 2 from 2 so far. Up next is Undav for Brighton. He is rubbish, by the way. He is rubbish. So if David De Gea, if he wants to miss his penalty as well, that would be the icing on the cake that Dennis Undav's performance has been for Brighton. Just rubbish. Come on, David. Come on, David De Gea. Great penalty. De Gea guesses the right way, but it's a great save. It's a great penalty. And it's 3-2 on penalties. Sancho is up next. Come on, Jaden. Deep breaths. Scores! Oh, that's an unreal penalty from Jadon Sancho. Top corner. That's the best penalty of the night so far. Jadon Sancho. 3-3. Sancho goes over to De Gea. Says, go on, lad. You've got this. He's checking the bottle, De Gea. We're checking his bottle. He knows which way Espetinyan will go. Or at least that he hopes. Espetinyan versus David De Gea. From the spot. On the spot kicks. For a place at Wembley. The FA Cup final. Espetinyan sends De Gea the wrong way. 4-3. United with a kick. And here comes Rashford. If there's a man you can almost guarantee he's going to score, it's this man. He usually goes to his left. Which way would he go today? If I'm Rashford, I'm dashing it down the middle. Come on, Marcus. Left. He went left and he scores. Great penalty. Another great penalty from Marcus Rashford, and it's 4-4. And it's Lewis Dunk. He's going. He's smashing this down the middle. Lewis Dunk, isn't he? I just don't ever have any confidence De Gea is going to save a pen. I really don't. Bottom right. Good penalty. 5-4 in the shootout. So Bits is up next. Come on, Marcel. You've got a score, lad. Does. Fucking hell, Sanchez got a touch on it. He went the right way, Sanchez, and he got a touch. But it's still in the back of the net, and it is still 5-5 in the shootout. Adam Webster's up next. Goes the wrong way. Again, David De Gea. Webster scores. 6-5. Who's up next? Weghorst. If he misses, if he fucking better not miss. Weghorst can't miss. His livelihood's at stake. He can't miss. He hasn't missed. He hasn't missed. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Grabs the ball as well. Come on then, David. Don't give him the ball, Weghorst! What are you doing, you knob? Why is Weghorst just picked the ball up and went, there you go, lad. Kick it away! Make him run for it! So Solly March. Next for Brighton. Over the bar! He's absolutely skied it! Come on! Come on! De Gea went the right way, but Solly March has absolutely skied it. And this penalty to win. Come on! This penalty to win it. It's an awful penalty. De Gea was there. And it's Victor Lindelof to win it. He's done it! Come on! Victor Lindelof scores and Manchester United are FA Cup semi-final not semi-finalists, finalists. And we will play Manchester City in the final at Wembley again. Oh my God, it's Victor Lindelof with the penalty. United are through. United win the game after 120 minutes of football. United are winners. We are finalists once again. What a time to be alive. Huge game. June the 3rd. Stick it in your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United will be in a cup final once again. My good God. What a game, man. What a game. That's what we like to see. Commiserations to Brighton and Solly March. Solly March has had such a good game. For him to be the one to miss, I feel bad. But Victor Lindelof, the man to score the winner after such a great performance at the back alongside Luke Shaw today, to score the winner. Very, very happy. Very, very happy. And it will be a Manchester derby in the final. Here's a fun fact for you. Manchester United, this is the first penalty shootout Manchester United have won since 2019 when we beat Rochdale. Guess who was in goal for Rochdale that day? Robert Sanchez. And it's a baldy off in the final. I don't know how we've got through this, but somehow we have. And we're FA Cup finalists, baby. We're FA Cup finalists. Another trip to Wembley, another chance to lift the coveted FA Cup trophy and to defend our treble. To defend our treble. What a moment. I'm just drinking it in. Manchester United are FA Cup finalists. And it will be the first Manchester derby in the FA Cup final for 152 years. We're the famous Man United and we're going to Wembley. Wembley! Wembley! We're the famous Man United and we're going to Wembley. Sandro Martinez is getting in. What's he posted? He's posted something on his Instagram. We're the famous Man United and we're going to Wembley. Maybe he hasn't. Shut up. Shut up. I'm trying to... I just want to see what Lisandro Martinez has posted somewhere. Not there, is it? There we go. What a bloke. Vamos! What a boy. And Victor Lindelof to win it as well. He played so well, Lindelof, today, so he deserved it. Right. Right, we'll end this. We'll end this here. We'll go over to the Let's Talk. And we'll do some player ratings and stuff. Thank you all for watching over here. If you have enjoyed, please hit that like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. What a journey we have seen. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one in a bit.